Hello VC, what's going on? It's me, Will, and I am back with my yearly Record Store Day haul video. And first of all, I know there has been a lot of controversy among the VC about the high prices of the Record Store Day exclusive items, and it is true. It seems like every year just the prices keep getting higher and higher. But in my opinion, it's still fun. It's still fun to at least once a year wake up really early, go to the record store, get in line, talk to some of the people in line, and see what other people are gonna get. I think it's still fun to do. And fortunately, this year I didn't have that many things on my list anyway, so I was glad that I was able to pick up most of the things that I had in my list as well. So in this video, I'm gonna show you my Record Store Day 2017 haul. But before getting started, I wanted to do a quick shout out to my friend Blackmore Rules. He asked me to show the t-shirt that I picked up at the last Green Day show that I went to. I did a review of that show as well in one of my past videos, and I keep forgetting about showing this, but here it is. The t-shirt that I picked up at the Green Day show with this is a tour t-shirt. It says Green Day Revolution Radio. It has the picture of the cat with the boombox and the dynamite. And in the back you get the tour dates, the cities, Green Day and Revolution Radio Tour Spring 2017. Another small picture of the cat. Very cool shirt, and Blackmore Rules asked me to show it, and here it is. He likes tour t-shirts a lot, so there you go, buddy. But anyways, that's the t-shirt. Now let's move on to my Record Store Day haul. And let's get started first with the free items that I got. The store that I usually go to always gives away some kind of free swag on Record Store Day, especially to the people that are lined up in line early in the morning. And they gave us, first of all, this cool record bag or a tote bag that says Record Store Day. I've seen other people in the VC also show the same design for the Record Store Day bag. But what's cool is that the store that I went to, Criminal Records, they also had the name of the band of the record store in the bag of the tote bag with the logo of the record store. Very cool bag, almost customized for Criminal Records, which is, in my opinion, the store to go for Record Store Days. If you go up early, you're almost guaranteed that you will get whatever you want for RSD, at least in most cases, I would say. But anyways, they gave us that, and they also gave us some promo items that were kind of worth showing. They gave us this Ramones postcard this was to promote the self-titled album that was reissued last year in a box set. And they also gave us this picture, like a small poster of the Ramones, that was also to promote the record that came out, or that was reissued last year. And I already had one of these copies of these posters or pictures, but now I have two, and it's cool because now I can show, or I can frame the front and the back of the guys walking out. A very cool postcard or poster from the Ramones. And they also gave us a few stickers that are not really worth showing, but what's kind of interesting is that they actually this year they gave us, at least to the first few people in line, they gave us an actual record for free for Record Store Day, and it's this record right here, and it's titled Red Bull Sound Select for Record Store Day #1, curated by Arts and Crafts. It's a various artists record, or a compilation, a small compilation EP. There you see the hype sticker, and it came with the black vinyl and the custom labels. And just so you know, it came in with these bands right here. You can read the track list in the list of the bands. And honestly, I did not know anything about these bands before, or these artists. You get River Tiber, Charlotte Day Wilson, Tennyson, Darcy's, Lowell, and Friggs. And I did spin it once, and here's the gatefold. Cool design, cool record, but I did spin it once, and it's not really my type of music. It sounds really clean, but it is kind of like electronic music mixed with pop music. And I just don't see myself listening to this at all in the future. So just in case you want this record, let me know in the comments, and if you're based here in the US, I will ship it out to you, because I don't plan to keep this record at all. and if nobody wants it, it's just gonna have to go back to the record store, to my local thrift store. So yeah, just let me know in the comments here in the comment section, and if you're in the US, I'll ship it out to you. But yeah, those are the items that we got for free. Now let's move on to my actual haul. And like I said before, I just had a few things in my list that I wanted to get, items that I really wanted to get for sure. First of all, it was that Ramones singles box set, and unfortunately at the point where I got to the store, it was all sold out. However, almost a week after, I stopped by a different record store and I asked them if they had the box set, and they told me no, we sold out, but we might be getting another one in the future. And I left my phone number, and of course they called me actually today in the morning, and they told me, yeah, we got one, we'll save one for you. So I will be getting that Ramones box set, and I'll probably end up making another video just to show you that box set, so stay tuned for that. And the second item that I had in my list that I wanted to get for sure for Record Store Day is this record right here. It's the Distillers with Coral Fang, and this one came out originally in 2003 on Sire Records, or Sire and Hellcat Records. And the Distillers are a punk rock band from California. However, the lead singer of the band, Brody Dahl, she is actually from Australia, I believe, and she's famous because she used to be married to Tim Armstrong from Rancid, and now she's married to Josh Homme from the Queens of the Stone Age. Great musician, and the Distillers were her band back in the early 2000s. Fantastic punk rock band. In my opinion, Coral Fang is the best album by them. Great punk rock music, a little bit leaning towards the hard rock side of punk rock. But I would say if you're into hard rock, rock and roll, punk rock, you will like the Distillers, especially this album, Coral Fang. They only have 3 albums in their catalog. This is their third and last one. The first one that they released with a major record label. And I remember when this album came out back in 2003, and it was kind of hard to get the vinyl, especially at that point I was moving a lot, so I just wasn't collecting vinyl at all. So I was glad to see that they were going to reissue it for Record Store Day. Very cool record. They did keep the original front cover for the record, which I don't think I can show you. As you can see, it had this little piece of paper here in the front to cover the front artwork of the record, and I don't know, I just don't think I can show you the front cover because it has some nudity in it. But the artwork is really good. It has the track list and on all the artwork in the back. It didn't come with a gatefold, but it did come with an insert with some additional artwork. Very cool record. Really nice reissue. They kept the original artwork from the original record that came out back in 2003, and this is one of those records that had a different cover compared to the CD version of the album, and you can check it out online. I'll put a few links here in the description. And it came in on red vinyl or transparent red with the custom labels. So yeah, that was the Distillers with one of the songs from Coral Fang. A great album by a great band. And also the Distillers were kind of one of those punk bands that ended up signing on to a major record label, releasing one album, and then just breaking up right after. Unfortunately, it's one of those great bands that were forgotten back in the early 2000s. But Coral Fang is still a great album. It's definitely worth checking out. So highly recommend that you go ahead and check out the Distillers. Alright, up next, those were actually the items that I wanted to get for sure, that I had in my list that I must own, at least from this RSD 2017. But I did have a few other things in my list that I had kind of like in a maybe list that I didn't know if I was going to get or not. Just if I found it, if they weren't for a good price, I would get them. And this is one of them. This is The Cure with their Greatest Hits record. This one originally came out in 2001 on Fiction Records. This is the reissue on gatefold double LP on picture disc. And I actually wanted to get the acoustic version of the album, but they did sell out, so I ended up getting this one only. And I was still very happy because this has all the hits by The Cure. I actually don't own any of their records on vinyl, and this is apparently the first time available on vinyl for the Greatest Hits record. You see it right there in the hype sticker. There's the first picture disc with Robert Smith, and the back of disc 1, and disc 2 you get also another picture of Robert Smith in one side and one big star in the other. So a very cool reissue. I did spin it just once last week. I did get one part in side B that it skips at the very beginning. I think it may be because of the picture disc, but otherwise it sounds excellent considering that it is a picture disc. So very cool. Like I said before, has all the hits by The Cure. You can see the track list there. Boys Don't Cry, The Love Cats, In Between Days, Close to Me, Just Like Heaven, and a few songs that were, I think, unreleased at that point when it came out in 2001. So yeah, very cool to have. I'm still gonna try to find that acoustic version of the record if I find it at the record store next time. Those were actually all the LPs that I got for when I went to RSD on Record Store Day. Next, I picked up a few 7-inch singles. I picked up this single by the punk band Against Me, and this is a single for a couple of new songs called Tabitha Christie and First High of the Morning, as you see there in the hype sticker. And this one just came out this year in 2017 on Total Trouble Records. These are two new songs and a picture disc. I'm not sure what the actual pictures are in the picture disc, and it's kind of interesting because it doesn't say anything in the front, or it doesn't say anything in the deadwalks either, so it's kind of hard to tell which one is side A and side B unless you actually play the songs. But either way, very cool single. I collect these singles by Against Me. I already have a handful of them in my collection, and they always have some kind of cool packaging, so I was glad to add this one. And the music is really good. It's similar in style to their the music in their last album, Shapeshift With Me, a great album by Against Me. Make sure that you check him out. Against Me, this one's single for Tabitha Christie. And I also, actually, those are all the items that I picked up on Record Store Day. However, last weekend, the week after Record Store Day, I did go to another record store, and I found a few more things that I ended up picking up, mainly because of the recommendations from people in the VC. I saw a few RSD videos from some VC members, and I thought, oh, those look pretty good. I completely missed those on Record Store Day. I'm gonna try to get them next time. And indeed, I did stop by the record store and I picked up this one first of all. This one was a recommendation by Amy from Vinyl Hysteria. This one's Filthy Friends with their single For Any Kind of Crowd, and I did not know anything about this band, but Amy mentioned that this is a super group made out of Corin Tucker of Sleater-Kinney, Peter Buck from R.E.M., Scott McAfee from Young Fresh Fellows and Minus 5, Kurt Bloch from the Fastbacks, and Bill Riflin from Ministry and King Crimson. And this is their debut 7-inch single. So the first two songs by this super group. I'm a huge fan of Sleater-Kinney and of Corin Tucker, so I had to pick this one up. I think there's a picture of Corin right there. Yeah, very cool single. It's not as edgy as the music from Sleater-Kinney. It does have the vocals of Corin Tucker, but definitely not as edgy. And it did come with a promo insert from Kill Rockstars, with other releases from Kill Rockstars. And the single itself came in on black vinyl with just a regular black vinyl with the custom, or the Kill Rockstars labels. And the music is good. Like I said before, it's not as edgy as the music from Sleater-Kinney. It is more similar, I guess, to, if you have listened to the other side project from Corin Tucker, the Corin Tucker Band. It is a little bit similar to that direction, and it is very good. Very good two songs. I would like to see a full-length album by Filthy Friends at some point. Maybe they will release something, but very cool single to own from RSD. Thanks, Amy, for recommending that one, because I had no idea that that one was released, and I didn't know that Corin was involved in it. And this is the last item that I'm going to show you today. This one was a recommendation by Dave from The Dark Stuff. Also another band that I had no idea it existed. I listened to a short clip that Dave showed in his video. And I was hooked from there. I said I had to get this one. This is Betty Serviert with their latest album called the album is called Damaged Goods. And like Dave said in his video, Betty Serviert is not a solo artist. It's actually a band from somewhere in Europe. I can't remember exactly where. I think it's the Netherlands. Great band. Apparently, I haven't not heard any of their music before, but apparently they have like 10 or 12 albums in their catalog already. And this is actually the first time that I heard of them. And man, this album is good. And this one came out just last year in 2016, but for the first time here in the US in 2017 on Palomine Records. Limited to 1,000 copies for the RSD version of the album. And it did come with a gatefold with the lyrics and a picture of the band. And the record itself, I think it came on just standard, or actually it came in on color vinyl, and there's the hype sticker. I usually save my hype stickers there in the sleeves. And it says limited edition collector's item for Record Store Day, only 1,000 copies on gatefold, and on bright pink vinyl in the custom labels. So yeah, that was a short clip from Betty Serviert's, one of the songs from Betty Serviert's last album, Damaged Goods. Highly recommend that you check them out, because this album is excellent. In fact, I'm actually going to start checking out some of their older records, because I completely missed out on this band. But yeah, that was the last record that I picked up here for Record Store Day. Like I said before, I will probably end up making another video to show you the box set from the Ramones that I missed out on the actual Record Store Day. And I'm gonna be back in a few weeks or so to give you an update of some of the records that I've been picking up in the last few weeks. A lot of really good new music that has been released in the last few months, and I need to catch up on some of those updates. But anyways, thank you VC for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and take care. Bye bye.